Dear Nicole, speakers, panelists, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I cannot be in Reykjavik with you today, but I would like to contribute to your discussion by bringing the European Commission's point of view together with an overview of our policy and initiatives on the Arctic region. Climate change is rapidly changing the Arctic. We all know the risks and the opportunities that these changes entail. I would like today to focus my contribution on a reflection on the role of research and innovation in the context of these Arctic changes. I wish to start with the consideration that the Arctic represents a paradigmatic case of a very fragile environment where living and working conditions are extremely harsh. There is still little knowledge about this environment and about the impacts of the foreseen changes. Countries and local communities have legitimate interest to limit the risks, to adapt to changes, and to benefit from the opportunities. Definitely, the Arctic is the case where precautionary principles should apply, but with the goal of making development happen in a sustainable manner and not for stopping it. Therefore, these considerations have an impact on how we design research and innovation for the Arctic. The first consequence is on open access to research infrastructures, to data and to scientific results, that what we may define as open science. Research in the Arctic is difficult, and scientists should have access to all observations and results in order to be able to contribute optimally to a growing and shared body of knowledge. An integrated review system for Arctic science, which may guarantee that research has made use of all available sources of data, might also help. A second consequence is that we have to increase our predictive capabilities, mainly through improving the quality, the frequency, and the geographic coverage of sustained observations. This implies an integration of space, remote, ground-based, and underwater tools. It is in particularly through technological innovation that we may make this happen, also by reducing costs, which are the main limitation to sustainability. A third consequence is that, to do what has been said before, a true and open international cooperation has to be established. Our programs are already open to the entire world, and we look forward to this becoming a standard for the Arctic. Fourthly, we have to involve indigenous people, local communities, and relevant stakeholders in a sustainable development agenda. We think that this is possible, and we wish to make the Arctic a test bed for sustainable innovation, developing protocols and standards which can guarantee protection and sustainable exploitation. Finally, all this cannot be achieved without engaged communities. It is for this reason that our first step in Horizon 2020 was to establish a new coordination action, EU-PolarNet, who organized this event, that is working very actively with us and for us to engage with scientific communities, with stakeholders, and with Arctic people. Consequent to the vision that I presented to you, the European Commission has now proposed a complete package of investments in research and innovation for 2016-17, which focuses on key strategic areas, namely the development of an integrated observation system for the Arctic, the assessment of the impact of Arctic changes on the weather and climate of the northern latitudes, and the impact of climate change on the Arctic, in particular on permafrost and its possible feedback and the socioeconomic consequences. Already this year, our research infrastructure program has opened a call for the pan-Arctic promotion of transnational access to research infrastructures, an activity that in the past was carried out by the Project Interact. I am confident that this package of research and innovation actions will provide the tools to face the scientific and societal challenges that Arctic change is posing and will trigger a consistent improvement of the international scientific cooperation. I thank you for your attention and I wish you a successful discussion.